guys, I'm Emiline, aka Winterstar Cosplay, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I do my makeup for General Amaya from the Dragon Prince. I finished this cosplay back in spring of 2020, and since then I've done the makeup look several times. It's not super hard, and I hope this video makes it easier for you and helps you see that you can definitely do this makeup look. So let's not waste any more time and just get into the video. Like with most of my cosplay makeup looks, the first thing I do is put my hair back under a wig cap to keep it out of the way. Next, I go ahead and prime my face. I should probably have washed my face beforehand as well, but I usually don't because I'm lazy when it comes to washing my face before a makeup look. After I finish priming my face, I add foundation, doing a smooth, even coat over my entire face, blending it into my hairline and neckline as well. I really don't think the brands and products that I'm using are that important because I honestly just go with whatever's cheapest and still looks like it might be decent quality. Most of my makeup is from either Walmart or Dollar Tree, so it doesn't really matter what brand you use as long as it's something that you like and works for you. After I apply all my foundation and blend it in with my blending sponge, I go ahead and add concealer, doing it in places like under my eyes and right under my bottom lip to add some highlight and conceal any spots that might be a bit darker on my face. Then I go ahead and blend that in as well. Thus far, I've been doing a pretty basic face of makeup, but at this point is where it starts becoming a bit more specific to General Amaya. To start with that, I'm going to use a light brown and then a black eyebrow pencil, shaping my eyebrows into the correct shape for General Amaya. If we look at a picture of General Amaya, we can see that her eyebrows are very thick and slanting, a bit of a different shape from my own natural eyebrows, which are pretty light and hard to see on camera without makeup. But to make my eyebrows look more like General Amaya's, I did have to draw them in a pretty different shape from how I usually do them. I did it in a light brown color first to block in where I wanted it to be, and then went back over and added black with my darker eyebrow pencil. As you can see, there's already a dramatic difference. I think that eyebrows and eyeliner especially really help to change the shape of your face. Once I finished the first eyebrow, I went ahead and did the second one as well, mimicking the style and shape of the first. Once that was done, I also added some brow fast sculpt over them to keep them in place. Next, it was time to add some contour. I'm not the best at contouring, but I wanted to do at least a little bit because General Amaya in all of her pictures and screenshots looks like she has some pretty sharp cheekbones. I added some contour to both sides of my face and then really blended it out to make it a lot less saturated and prominent than it is right now. I also added just a little bit to either side of my nose to make that a bit more defined. With the same palette, I also went and added some highlight to the higher areas of my face. And after I had finished all of the highlighting and contouring, this is what my face looked like. Next up, it was time for the eyeliner. I used a black eyeliner pencil from e.l.f., which I got at Dollar Tree for $1, and used that to carefully draw on some winged eyeliner. Liquid eyeliner might work great as well, I just don't have a whole lot of experience with that, and I have a lot more practice with my eyeliner pencil, so that is what I opted to use. I think that one of the tricks with eyeliner is to go slowly and carefully, and you can try again if you mess up, wiping some of it off with a Q-tip. Applying the eyeliner was probably the most time-consuming part of doing this makeup look, but I'm really glad that I did because I think that it really adds a lot. I did some at the top, added some wings, and just a little bit on the bottom as well to really get that animated cartoon look. Next, I did my eyelashes, using an eyelash curler to make them curve up a little bit more, and then adding mascara to thicken and lengthen them. You could also use false lashes if you wanted, but I didn't have any on hand, and I also really don't know how to use those yet. Plus, I don't know if General Amaya is the person who would take the time and the care to have really nice, long, luscious eyelashes. And once I was done, this is the eye look that I ended up with. I'm really happy with how it looks. Next, it was time to do the blush. I wanted to do this a bit more heavily since one of the more iconic aspects of the Dragon Prince art style is the really heavy blush that a lot of the characters have. To achieve this look, I loaded up my kabuki brush with a lot of blush powder and added it to my upper cheeks and on top of my nose, trying to recreate the look that General Amaya has for her blush. And once I was done, this is the result that I ended up with. Next, I needed to change my lips a little bit, since General Amaya really doesn't have super pink lips and I wanted mine to be a bit paler. To do this, I took a little bit of foundation and used my makeup sponge to blend it out over my lips, making them just a little bit paler. To make it a little bit shiny as well, I also added some chapstick on top. Next, it was time to make the scar that General Amaya has on her face. To do this, I used two different colors of lip liner, one a little bit darker and one a bit lighter. I first estimated where I wanted the scar to go, curving from the edge of my eyeliner down towards my nostril and upper lip. Then, using the darker lip liner, I carefully drew the first line of the scar, forming the center portion of it. I then continued adding to that with the darker color, making it a little bit thicker and a little bit longer, until I had a look that I was happy with. I also used my finger to blend it out a little bit and make it look just a bit more realistic. Once I formed the base of the scar and blended it out a little bit, I took the lighter color of lip liner and used that to really smooth out the edges, creating the outer lines of the scar. I kept adding more lip liner and blending and smoothing it out with my finger until I had a look that I was happy with. And once the scar was done, this is what it looked like. To finish everything off, I used my e.l.f. setting powder to set the makeup on my face, helping it stay on longer and better. Then all that was left was to put on the wig and the rest of the cosplay, and it was done! I actually really like how this makeup look turned out, and I feel like I've gotten better at it the more times that I do it. Which I feel like should be true for most things in life. For the wig itself, it was a pretty cheap hard front wig that I got from Email Wigs, which I will link below. It was my first time cutting and styling a wig, and for that, I think I did pretty decently with it. And that is my makeup tutorial for General Amaya. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and tell me in the comments what your predictions are for the Dragon Prince Season 4, which hopefully will be coming out soon. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next Friday.